Ric Flair isn't convinced that John Cena is chasing his 17th World Championship. Speaking on Busted Open Radio, Flair went on to say, John Cena doesn't want to break a record. He doesn't give a shit about that. He's in a different world now. In that same interview, Flair talked about how his daughter, Charlotte Flair, should break his record and be on the spotlight. He called her the best women wrestler alive and sees her breaking the record as the next major milestone in wrestling, stating, "It's a women's world now. The biggest thing in the business will be her breaking the title record." What do you think about Flair's statement? Let us know in the comment section below. There is reportedly uncertainty among WWE talent regarding a potential change to Raw once it moves to Netflix on January 6th. On December 20th, WWE had confirmed that SmackDown will move to 3 hours on the USA Network starting January 3rd. This change has raised a lot of questions about the status of Raw, especially with its current 2-hour format. Fightful Select has now provided an update on Raw's future length when it moves to Netflix. Sources present at the final Raw taping before Christmas noted that WWE had not yet informed the roster about the show's length on the streaming platform. Despite attempts to get answers, WWE has not provided clarity on this matter. However, one source mentioned that Netflix offers flexibility with no strict time limit, suggesting that Raw could have a more fluid runtime. WWE Hall of Famer Scott Steiner has confirmed that his son, Brock Steiner, plans to enter pro wrestling after his college football career. Speaking with ESPN, Steiner shared his support by saying that's what he wants to do, so whatever makes him happy. Steiner also noted that Brock will wrestle under the Steiner name, unlike his cousin Braun Breaker. This is interesting because we'll have to wait and see to see whether this would lead to a future clash or alliance with Braun Breaker. What would you like to see? Let us know in the comment section below. AEW producer Sanjay Dutt has high hopes for Kyle Fletcher by calling the 25-year-old Australian star the future of pro wrestling. In an interview with Mike Jones, Dutt praised Fletcher's incredible growth both in and out of the ring since joining AEW. He talked about Fletcher's victories over Will Ospreay and Okada, and also his physical transformation and his maturity, by saying, "To me, he's not just the future of AEW, but I think he's the future of pro wrestling." 2024 has been a breakout year for Fletcher, starting as the Ring of Honor television champion and recently securing a major win over Will Ospreay at Full Gear. Currently tied with Mark Briscoe in the AEW Continental Classic Blue League, Fletcher has a strong shot at advancing to the finals ahead of World's End on December 28th. AEW star Bandito has confirmed he suffered a concussion during his return to ROH Final Battle 2024. Bandito interfered in the main event segment to help Matt Cardona, but a missile dropkick going wrong led to him landing on the back of his head. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer previously noted the injury and its potential impact, noting that while Bandito was likely scheduled for a Ring of Honor World title match against Chris Jericho, as of now there's no timeline for his return. On Instagram, Bandito shared his struggles, saying the injury left him with a brain inflammation, but vowing to fight his toughest battles yet by saying, "I try to return 1001 times until I achieve it." Us here at WrestleTide would like to wish Bandito a speedy recovery. A WWE NXT star has teased a potential main roster move during the ongoing transfer window. In an interview with SI The Takedown, Oba Femi discussed redefining the big man persona for the main roster. He said, "I want to take what I've done in NXT and redefine the big man style. The new big man is a talker, a thinker, and moves fast. I'm changing the perception of what that is." He went on to say, "I hope to show that to the world on a bigger platform than NXT. NXT is doing well, but the main roster has a larger audience." What are your thoughts on Oba Femi moving to the main roster? Let us know in the comment section below. NJPW has officially confirmed the retirement of the King of Pro Wrestling Championship, marking a change to an annual tradition. The unique title where only one champion is crowned each year in the final match saw Great-O Khan win the 2024 King of Pro Wrestling Championship after a controversial double KO against Taichi. NJPW has now announced that the King of Pro Wrestling Championship will be retired. Instead, the Wrestle Kingdom Rambo Battle Royale will determine the #1 contender for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. What are your thoughts on this major change? Let us know in the comment section. The inaugural and longest reigning Women's United States Champion, Chelsea Green, has some shared history with someone that is speculated to join WWE WWE soon, and that is Pentagon Jr. A fan shared a clip on X of Chelsea's and Penta's match in Lucha Underground and hinted at a possible rematch, to which Green replied simply with a cryptic eyeball emoji. Even though it's less likely that we're gonna get an intergender match in WWE, it would be interesting to see if WWE will bring up this past history, especially when you look at how they brought up the history between Johnny Gargano and Alex Shelley. All I have to say is Chelsea Green and Pentagon Jr. in the same ring is going to be a sight to see in WWE.